What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Pokemon Platinum. In the last episode, we made it here to Floaroma Town after having another little tour around Jubilife City, mainly just to get a Pokechap and also explore the Jubilife TV station. But we're here in Floaroma Town, and there's not a ton to do here, but we're still going to go over what you can do here. This is sort of a minor town rather than one of the major ones. First things first, is it you that I want to talk to? I know one of these houses has somebody with a TM in it, if I remember correctly. Do you think it's cute to have Pokemon Pluck berries? Yes. Yes, you agreed. Here's the TM for the move, Pluck. Okay, so Pluck is actually a pretty darn good move. Let's go over this TM really quickly. So, if I can go over here. Pluck, let's see. Base power is 60, accuracy of 100. The user pecks the foe. If the foe is holding a berry, the user plucks it and gains its effect. So just the fact that it has a base power of 60 makes it pretty decent. If you have a Staravia at this point, this is a great time to teach it that. Really awesome move. Same power as something like a Wing Attack or an Aerial Ace or things like that. And again, you can also get the health or whatever or the effect from the berry, which you're not going to really encounter too much throughout the main game, but it's still a thing there. Now let's grab these berries really quickly. And then pretty much everything else of interest is here inside this place, which is the Pick a Peck of Colors flower shop. I thought it was going to be something else. I did not know that that was actually the name of it. But let's go and talk to all three of the ladies in here. Excuse me. Trainer, please water berries using this spray duck watering can. Okay, if we want to grow more berries, this is how we're going to do it. Take that. That is your generic watering can that they've been giving out since Generation 2. Single berry will grow into a plant that makes several berries. By planting one, there will be more and more berries in the world. I hope you will help us spread more berries everywhere. And we get ourselves a cherry berry. I believe you can come back here once a day and get a free one from her. And then, if you talk to this girl, would you like to exchange the berries for some accessories? Okay, so you can see here that you can get more accessories to use. Oh my gosh, there's so freaking many to get these, but look at all this. You need to do this many of this berry to get all of these accessories, and some of them are ridiculously expensive. A lot of this is obviously an end game thing. You can get a couple of these pretty early on, like the black specks, googly specks, yellow, orange, blue, white, pink, red, and flowers. Some of the things like that, but I am not even going to bother because I'd rather hold on to my berries for their actual status effects, even though I tend to forget to use them. There's only one other thing I want to point out, because Floaroma Town doesn't just connect to the next route, it also connects to the Floaroma Meadow, but if you try to go up to it, aren't we Team Galactic? And we're assigned here? Standing around among flowers. This doesn't seem all that cool. Hey man, don't knock flowers. Flowers are awesome. Hey now, don't complain, this is a pretty decent assignment, but bug and grass type Pokemon so creep me out. I don't like being here. Why do grass types creep you out? That doesn't even make sense logistically. You guys are like masters of poison type Pokemon. What are you freaking... Whatever. Anyway, so we're going to move on from the town off to Route 205, and there is actually technically some new Pokemon here, but we're going to talk about them more once we get into the next area. So let's grab ourselves a couple of berries really fast. I actually don't think Route 205 itself has the new Pokemon. It's the area adjacent. But let's start here. Help, help, trainer. Please, I want to see my papa. My papa and I lived at the Valley Windworks, but then a whole bunch of people dressed like spacemen came. They kicked me out and they're making my papa do something. Please, trainer, I miss my papa. Well, let's see what's going on. We, Team Galactic, are conducting research in the Eterna Forest. This is as far as you will go. Our research involves catching Pokemon in the flowery meadows of Floaroma. We are also covertly stealing the energy of the Valley Windworks, but as of no concern to you. Ah, such benevolence, you guys. Well, we can't go that way right off the bat, which is unfortunate, but welcome anyway to the Valley Windworks, okay? We're going to head up here, and then we're going to talk to this guy in a second. But this is my opportunity to talk about the new Pokemon that can be gotten here in Valley Windworks. The first of those being Pachirisu. Pachirisu is a pure electric type Pokemon that is... Okay, don't go to the Valley Windworks. I got ordered to keep everyone out if they're not part of Team Galactic. Give me that looks that makes you think you tried again, then you'll have to battle me for it. Let's do it. Pachirisu, pure electric type. Good speed, decent special attack, not really anything else good. Doesn't evolve, so it's not generally the best, which most Pokemon that don't evolve aren't really all that strong, to be honest. But as far as electric types go, you could certainly do worse. I still think picking the Luxio, Luxray, Shinx line is a little bit better. But obviously, Pachirisu is pretty good right off the bat, given that that's kind of the advantage of Pokemon that don't evolve, is you don't need to raise them to make them stronger. They're already at their strongest form. It's just usually at a less strong form than a fully evolved Pokemon. Otherworks key's not here. My cohorts in the Flower Patch have the other one. And that since I'm no longer the loser, well, you suck. So he locked the door. We have to go get the other key, but he did just give us a hint as to where to go. We'll keep talking about the other Pokemon that can be gotten here. The next one is Buizel, which is a water-type Pokemon that eventually evolves into Floatzel. Buizel is all about speed. In fact, Floatzel has the highest speed stat of any water-type Pokemon in the entire National Pokedex, at least up to this point. Very, very fast. It mostly operates around its signature move, which is Aqua Jet, which is a priority water-type move. Very fast, very hard-hitting physical attacker, but not really all that great at anything else. Enough arguing, hand over that sweet honey. Do as we say. Team Galactic will have that honey. We must have it to attract Pokemon in great numbers. Hey, this kid is a witness. What do? We don't need the brat running off to get help. Solution simple. We ensure the brat stays quiet. All right, last Pokemon that can be got in the Valley Windworks is Shellos. Now, Shellos can be found in two different forms across the game, West Sea and East Sea. Where we are at right now, we can only run into West Sea Shellos, which is the pink Shellos. The East Sea Shellos is more bluish-greenish in its color, but they are functionally the exact same Pokemon. They just have a different design. Shellos eventually evolves into Gastrodon, which is a very slow but very tanky and very high special attack water and ground type. Has some very good moves, its signature being things like Muddy Water. That dual typing is always very nice pretty much with any Pokemon. It's probably the slowest to get that dual typing, though. Not nearly as fast as something like a Swampert or a Seismitoad, but still pretty darn good. And then, of course, it has a really, really high special attack, which is awesome. You just have to watch out for grass types, and that's pretty much it. But honestly, of all the water types in the game, it's actually one of the better ones. I would, in fact, go as far to say that it's better than the Buizel and Floatzel line, even if aesthetically I prefer the Buizel Floatzel line. So there's also one more Pokemon that can be found in Valley Windworks, but we're going to talk about that one a little bit later because we don't actually have access to it yet. And why did I use Ember instead of Rock Tomb there? I do not know. I definitely could have one-shot it if I had picked the correct thing. Also, I love you using a Bug-type move when I have a quad resistance to it. That's just wild. And I suppose now I might as well use Scratch, so whatever. Knock you out. I really need to switch back to Helena here soon. But not when a Zubat is in front of me. That would be most bad for me to go up with you against. But we'll just try Rock Tomb now, and this should one-shot you no problem. And yeah, that's what I like to see. Super effective indeed. And there we go. All right. I want a promotion so I can get some tougher Wait, so you guys, the Pokemon you guys are given has everything to do with your rank? I mean, okay, I guess they expect, like, the grunts to be able to get the easy stuff done, but still, like, whatever. This brat's tough, like, really, really tough. Tougher than I can put into words, and I know a lot of words! We're done for here. Let's get back to the Valley Windworks. You know, high vocabulary is not what I got out of you two, but whatever. Oh, what's this thing? They seem to have forgotten it. It's a works key. It must be for the Valley Windworks. It's of no use to me. You may as well have it. And there we go. We get ourselves the works key. Thank you. You surely saved me. Those goons were trying to rob me and my sweet, sweet honey. They sure were weird, though. You saw how they were dressed. What they were saying didn't make a whole lot of sense either. Oh, I need to thank you, this sweet, sweet honey. Go on, take a whole lot. And I believe he gives us 10 stacks of honey. Slide that honey on a sweet-smelling tree. It might attract Pokemon. All right, let's talk about how honey works really quick before we go anywhere else. So, this right here, this is a honey tree. There are 21 honey trees scattered across the Sinnoh region. This is important because honey trees work a very particular way. You can't just use one honey tree over and over again and expect to get any success. So, here's how it works. You put honey on a tree, and if we can actually show this, there's sweet scent in the air, slather the bark with honey. Yes, bark was slathered with honey. All right, this tree is eventually going to start shaking, which is going to tell me that there is a Pokemon latched onto this tree. This will take 6 hours at least, if not longer. And I'm not talking like, oh, you can set the clock ahead by 6 hours. No, it's 6 in-game timer hours. So see where I'm at right now? This tree will not begin shaking until my adventure time hits close to 8:25 or later, which is ridiculous, okay? There are a multitude of Pokemon that can be found this way. Apom, Wurmple, Burmy, Combi, Cherubi, and even, although it is an only 1% chance of encountering it, you can find a Heracross. However, there's also a 10% chance that you will find nothing on this tree and you will need to start over. The good thing is, though, is if you slather a bunch of trees with honey, and this is why you want a lot of it, you can determine which trees you want to actually check based on how much they're shaking. Now, the more a tree shakes and the faster it shakes, the more likely it will be a rarer Pokemon, one with a lower encounter rate. So, while yes, those are the odds of whatever Pokemon it might be, you do have a lot higher odds if you only investigate the trees that are shaking the most. There is also 3 to 4 trees of the 21 across the region that are called what we call Munchlax trees. Now, this is important because, well, these trees are the only trees that can attract Munchlax. What trees have that quality is completely random across the entire region. You have no way of telling on your own whether a tree is a Munchlax tree or a regular tree, except based on the Pokemon that you'll encounter on that tree. Now, only Munchlax trees will also get Silcoon and Cascoon to appear. They also have a slightly higher rate of encountering Heracross at something like 4% as opposed to 1%. So, better place to farm for Heracross, but Munchlax also has a 1% chance of appearing on these trees. Now, if you want a reliable way of determining which trees are the Munchlax trees, there is a way of doing so. There are some checkers that you can find on Google. You just input your trainer ID and it'll tell you which trees were randomized to be the Munchlax trees, so you can only farm those. But there's one catch to all of this. If you slather a tree with honey, you grab the Pokemon. It's not the one you want. You do not want to slather that same tree with honey, because if you do that, there is a 90% chance that the very next Pokemon you encounter will be the same Pokemon you encountered the first time. So you gotta be switching trees. Notice that if we go up here and we look up, you can kind of see the base of a tree sort of on the other side of these grunts. So that's a different tree. We also have another tree over here at the Valley Windworks. That's 3 of the 21 honey trees all in this vicinity. The point is to let you practice using the honey between all of these trees if you're, for some reason, willing to sit around for 6 hours. I don't know why you would be. Obviously, the best way to do this, if you're really determined to catch Pokemon this way, is to slather the honey on all 3 trees, close your DS, and then go plug it into a charging point, walk away and do something else for 6 hours, and then come back and check them. If you must do it this way, I would honestly say, if you're gonna force yourself to do this, do it at the end of a play session at night. Go to bed and then check them in the morning or something, and then you can save and quit your game or whatever. That's probably what is going to yield the best results. If you really want a Heracross, this is how you're going to do it. Okay, I know it was a long explanation, but there was a lot of detail to that for what is essentially a thing that we're not even going to be using. So, all right. This guy's going to run off and go alert the commander now that we've finally broken in. So let's head on over here and see what we can do. And we're going to be fighting some galactic grunts along the way. I am very reluctant to use Helena in here just because I know they're going to be spouting poison types, or not poison types. Yeah, it is poison types. Sorry. Exactly. For situations like this. So I kind of don't want to use her, but I know I really need to. It's complicated. I did not mean to use Scratch. Gosh dang it. That's what I get for clicking too fast. Holy crap. It's a lot of explanation to go over, and I'm pretty much running out of explanations. We're actually getting really close to the point where I haven't recorded past this in any previous attempts on this Let's Play, so I'm going to be flying a lot more blind from here on out, which is something to take note of. So I'll be doing my best. Like I said, I still have a little bit of a reference guide that I've typed up next to me on screen as I do this, but it's not going to be enough for me to just like give you guys the details on everything in this game. I'm trying my best, okay? I really, really am. All right, another grunt. Let's do this. And then I think we're probably going to just end this episode after this. Nah, I think we can fight the commander here before we call it an episode. In fact, that might be the perfect time to do it for a couple of reasons. Let's take this Glameow out. There we go. Beautiful. Not bad at all. And now is a Stunky. Let's stay with Gyoja as he continues to level up well past Helena. As long as we're fighting these stupid grunts, I swear. They are not making my life easy in that regard. Okay, yes, waste your time on a focus energy. I'm okay with that. And Ember. And that maybe will push us to level 19? Yeah, all right. Not going to learn a move here, are you? Oh, Flame Wheel. Yes, please. Forget a move. We are definitely going to get rid of Ember here because Flame Wheel is actually a physical fire attack and much more powerful than Ember. I am happy to get that. All right, we have pretty much had Gyoja come into his own at this point, which is awesome. Now, we got you up ahead. I am going to switch to Helena for this, and I'm also going to use one of my potions to heal Gyoja up. really quickly as we get ready for this fight. Especially since I have so many potions because of all the ones that I've collected. Just randomly. I really shouldn't have bought any at the Pokemon earlier, but whatever. It's not like it costs too much money. One of Team Galactic's 3 commanders. No, wait. That's one of 4 commanders. My name is Mars. We've been trying to create a new world that's better than this one, but people have shown little understanding about what we do. You don't understand either, do you? It's a little saddening. So let's have a battle to decide what we should do next. If I win, you leave. If you win, we leave. We, Team Galactic, will leave. All right, I'll take that deal. So here we go. You want to lead with Glameow for me, please? No, I didn't want you to lead with Zubat. Okay, well, this is exactly why I was like, I'm probably going to have to switch here. All right, but 1 Rock Tomb should do this thing in, no problem, which I am fine with. All right, here we go. Bite, not going to do too much damage because of our fighting type. I almost said typeness. It's not a word. Come on, one-shot this thing. I believe in you. Yeah! I swear you had it. I swear you had it. And then a Toxic. Well, the good news is that upon doing a swap immediately after this, it's going to reset the Toxic timer. I can also use Bucky as fodder if I need to. So, let's use a Scratch because Mars does not heal her Pokemon for some reason. Here we go. A little bit of experience. And next is... Let's see. It's Perugly. Okay, this is exactly what I was waiting for. I'm going to go to Bucky here first. And if we somehow survive a turn, I guess he can use, like... Actually, I don't even think he has Leer. I guess he could use a Rock Smash for a little bit of lower defense. But let's use the opportunity to use an Antidote on Gyoja, just like that. And then there is Fake Out, which that's probably just going to one-shot Bucky. Yep, mainly because of the stab damage. No matter how weak that move might be. All right, Helena, can you get off 1 Stun Spore? That is what I'm going to try to do with you. There's a Scratch. It's going to hurt, but it shouldn't be enough to knock Helena out. Ooh, the critical, though. That was not good. All right, we're fine. We're fine. There's the paralysis I was waiting for. And now we can switch back to Gyoja here. Now, hopefully, this thing can't even move on this turn, but who knows? It might actually be able to get past this. Paralyzed, can't move. Beautiful. That's what I like to see. All right, let's immediately get a Mach Punch in. Probably going to take a couple of those at least. Yep, but it's still pretty good damage. Oh, is that an Oran or Citrus Berry? Oran Berry. Okay, we might be able to Mach Punch through this, possibly. It's not too much damage, so we're fine. It does get stabbed with Scratch. All right, that's what I like to see. Knocked it right out. And there we go. Level 16 for Helena. Helena wants to learn Worry Seed. Worry Seed is greatly lower special attack, right? Oh, no. Prevents sleep by making its ability Insomnia. No, I think we're going to pass on that one. Well, yeah, let's give up on Worry Seed because Water Sport's actually kind of nice on a grass type. On the usual suspects, it's not that great. Can't be. I lost you uppity brat. There we go. Oops, I messed that one up. That's all right, though. I quite enjoyed our battle. My, lose to a child, will you? But no matter. We've collected plenty of electricity. With the power we obtained, we can do something quite spectacular. Seems quite obvious to me, Charon. The genius even the boss recognizes. Now, Mars, we should be going. Will you shut it? The boss is the only person in the world who's allowed to order me around. You can keep quiet around me. You only joined us recently. Don't think you're important. I guess it's time to say goodbye and leave for the time being. Some exposition there, huh? Team Galactic. They were saying they had to gather Pokemon and energy no matter what. It was for creating a new universe, or so they claimed. Nothing they said made any sort of sense to me. I can't tell you how grateful I am for you saving me. I can finally see my little daughter again. Papa! Yeah, Papa, you're stinky. Go shower now. Oh, sorry. They had me working nonstop. Thank you, trainer. You made those bad people go away. I think the balloon Pokemon will come visiting again. The balloon Pokemon, you say? Well, that's interesting. Let's head on outside. Looker? Ah, yes, it is you. Yes, I have heard that the Team Galactic appeared at this power plant. I have, therefore, come running. So, the Team Galactic, where are they? You have run them off, you say. You are a trainer, but... Very well, I shall go investigate inside. Well, I can't move. I guess I just have to wait. Magnificent! Yes, it is what you have said. It is all true. Superb! Though you are young, you are a trainer through and through. Very well, I shall pursue the culprits. I have received tips that the Team Galactic hideout is in Eterna City. To there, I must be off. All right, Looker. Well, good luck to you. Okay, so interesting. It seems we have saved the day, but we also heard something about a balloon Pokemon. What does all of this have to do with me? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is probably going to be it for this episode, but we'll do a little bit more sleuthing about this whole balloon Pokemon situation in the next episode, because for now, we are done. Thank you all so very much for watching, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it very much. In the next episode, I'll have my whole team healed up, and then we're going to touch upon something incredibly important in the next episode. So thank you all so very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.